Welcome back to Conspiracy Outpost Feast and Famine, the fall of Medenvard. We just had horrific fucking technical difficulties and lost like basically the whole first half of this episode. So I'm just going to give you a quick recap on the events that transpired during the audio silence. Our group of adventurers received big monies from the village chief. They brewed some potions and convinced Lokar, the alligator roaster, sometimes a crocodile roaster, to join them on their travels. As they were leaving the town, setting up camp just at the edge of the swamp, they found a stack of coffins. They found a stack of wooden coffins that appeared to be really old. They were covered in lizards. They tried to open one of the coffins, and they were attacked by a horde of little lizards. And it was an amazing battle that you all should have been able to fucking hear. I really wish you could have. But I'll tell you a little bit about what happened right there. Edgar was throwing knives like a motherfucker, just like sling blading the lizards. Pull a knife out of a lizard's corpse, throw it into another one. Pull that knife out, throw it into another one. Daigle just Aussied a lizard's head, right, straight up and down, just picked up and Aussied and spit out the lizard's head. Also speared a few other ones. In the middle of that battle, a strange lizard-like man creature stood up out from the collection of coffins and ran off into the distance. Wilton tried to put him down with a couple of arrows, but was unsuccessful in killing the atrocity. So there is a wild lizard atrocity somewhere here now. Wilton also befriended a crow. And kind of Lady and the tramped the crow and his pet hawk with a piece of turtle meat to make them friends. And that works because this is, that's the name of the game, buddy boy. Roll dice. You are with your crow now. The crow has now like flown up onto your shoulder, and you have your you have your other bird on the other shoulder. So you can tell this crow like it likes you. But also, like, now it's gotten up to your shoulder and it kind of like flies up and off for a little while and like comes back to you after a bit and like lands like 20 feet away. But yeah, so it's like nearby, it's not like trained or anything, but he's near you.
Well, since let me see if I have anything I can.
Hey, well.
Oh wait, no, I got my. Hold on, wait a sec. I got my fucking my little falcon glove. Can I just attach that motherfucker to that so it doesn't fly away on me?
What, with like some twine?
Don't they have the gloves? Don't they? No, I thought they had little things that lock their feet onto the glove, or is it just so it doesn't scratch me?
So they don't claw you.
Okay.
It's just so it doesn't claw you. Yeah. But it does have rings on it where you can tie a hawk or like a bird off to it, but you need to have something to tie it with.
That
Okay, well, I got a rope.
Up. You tie a bird by its feet to your arm.
Gilbert Godcrow.
It's usually only 1 foot.
You should name it Russell Crowe. Name it Russell.
Yeah,
Crowe.
this one's gonna be Russell Crowe. Okay, so I'm just gonna tie some. I'm gonna call it over with some meat. And then I'm gonna, while it's eating, I'm gonna fix some length of rope to its legs so it can still fly up a little bit, but so it stays close to me.
Rah! Rah!
Oh shh, it's okay.
Okay, so you tie him off. You tie him off to you.
Yeah.
He goes, hi! Hi!
You talking to me? Well, hello there, friend.
Hi!
What the fuck?
Hi! Hi!
Do crows actually talk in real life? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
they
like
can
actual talk, but that's all.
Mhm.
You're talking to him. You're understanding him.
Well,
Hi! Hi! He starts bobbing his head, yelling hi in his shrill crow voice.
Alrighty, got my crow, got my bros. Let's get back on this road.
The crow tries to fly.
Damn!
The crow tries to like take off and fly, and it gets caught by the string. And
Get over here.
goes, fuck! 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 Oh shit!
I just pull it. I just pull it back down to my arm.
Guys, that's what normal crows say.
I feel like Bonecrack's the only one that can hear this. We just hear regular flock. Like,
Yeah, nobody else.
It's just regular crow and eagle.
Everybody just hears ah.
You, you just hear me. This fucking crow got a mouth on him. Alrighty. I wheel that bitch in and pack
Be
up our
careful,
tent.
They hold
Well,
grudges.
I make Edgar pack up our tent because he put it out. And
Yeah.
can we get back on this
I-
road?
So
Or
I
unless
tell
anybody
Will-
else is doing anything. I don't know. Nobody else is.
I'd be careful with the way you swing him around. They remember faces. And then I just tap you on the forehead and walk by.
no, Bonecrack, Smoke. No, they'd forget that. I've never seen a crow throw up, but to remember that, I'd definitely be a little queasy.
No one forgets a Bonecrack's face. I still remember his mom's.
Oh, yeah, you do, Edgar.
Lokar walks up. Lokar walks up by the and like looks at the raven. And he's like, "What are you doing with that bone picker, man?"
Gonna train it.
He just kind of
2 birds on our sides.
have 2 birds on our side. He looks at you. He just kind of shakes his head and he starts like packing up his gear.
All right.
Bonecrack,
Well, if
Lockhart thinks you're fucking rocks for brain.
I
Maybe.
didn't say that, man.
it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bird for brain. That's the word you're looking for.
Oh, that's a good one, Daigle.
No, what's a good one?
Bird
You don't even
brain.
know what the bird's brain looks like. You only cook fucking crocodile, snakes, and lizards. That's a better one, low carb. Just fucking with ya. I'm just messing with ya, man. Come on, pack your shit. Let's go. Let's hit the road.
All right, I'm ready, man. Let's get it. You guys are heading out.
All right.
or-
Yeah, we're heading
Okay.
out. I rush up to Wilton and I'm just like, I think because everything got deleted, I think we should tell him about the cobalt.
We'll do it on the road while we're walking.
All right.
The cobalt?
Wait, was it cobalt?
The meteor.
That metal ball that we found when we were leaving Miser's Peak.
meteor-
Oh,
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
you-
said something about it at the camp when we were, but seeing this, that all got deleted.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are, you guys. Let's just say, so it is a fine weather day, and you guys are about like a whole day's way from that artifact that struck into the earth, and you guys can go ahead and like just describe it to your friends because you guys are on the walk, and that'll also be there for the audience too. Yeah.
Wilton, you want to do the honors?
Joan Diggle. Since we're heading back to Miser's Peak, me and Edgar have something to tell you. Edgar, why don't you tell him what we got?
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. No, we found when me and Edgar went off on our own, off into the woods after that meteor crash. We actually we found a giant ball of. Do we know it's cobalt?
We don't know for sure.
Okay,
it
we-
looks what appears to be cobalt because it was blue or something.
We found a blue orb. Is it an orb? A blue chunk of metal, I'll say.
I'm just calling it.
It's an orb.
Yeah.
That's it. We found a blue orb of metal
I hope it's a dragon.
down in that crash.
And
And we're gonna get it when we get back.
where is it?
It's where the meteor crashed. We buried it. I used my expert digging skills. I marked it with some stones or something. I don't remember what I marked it with actually. And we know it's
Eagle-
there. I know it's some
Eagle
rocks or something.
Why'd you bury it? Why'd you bury it? Why'd you just fucking just take it with you? How heavy is it?
Too heavy for
I'm-
us to carry
yeah.
with just the two of us.
Especially if we're going, especially on the quest that we just went on. Can't be
Yeah, you know,
hauling
we spent a couple weeks together. Is this the first time you're gonna mention this to me?
He
It's the
says
first time that I
as you
felt
are.
like-
He says as you're getting to the small outcropping of stones that you set out for this thing that you buried on the way out. So you see, the sky is becoming darker. It's the late afternoon, and you pull up to the white soapstones which you'd stacked near the area that you buried this, and you can still see remnants of the crater here. It's like it still looks pretty fresh. It looks like there you can see some like hoof prints in the grass and stuff, like animals have passed by and whatnot. But from the center of the crater where you buried it, you can see that there is a blue and purple tendril growing out from the center.
A what? What's that word you
You see
used?
it.
It looks like you're growing a fucking
guess-
octopus over there. What the
It looks
fuck
like-
are you guys plant?
Wait,
It looks
Is that
like
a
a
tentacle?
It looks like you can see that there are some small bits of like this crystalline bluish purple in like a flat shape coming off of the top of it, and it almost appears to be like a 3 foot, maybe 4 foot tall. It looks like it's growing quickly, like a sapling of blue and purple kind of crystalline looking metal.
We just found a beanstalk.
Is it moving? Like, is it actually a tentacle?
It's
There's
not
a tendril.
move. Okay, so if you guys stand there and look at it as you're examining it, you can see it slowly moving. It's like slowly going upward in a spiral shape, and you can see like the leaves unfolding at the top, like super slow though. But it's it's growing fast enough that you can see it.
How many days
I'll
have
bury
you
it.
been?
This was 3 days ago.
3
I
days?
am going
You
to
guys-
keep my distance.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I was gonna say we keep. We just hang out for a bit and see how far it goes, but 3 days.
Oh,
ago
God,
that,
do you not know what this
We got a
is?
job we're doing.
No, I don't.
we are on a job.
What is this? Are you all stupid? Are you all You're not very educated, are you? You're fucking a bunch of uneducated bunches. You don't know what this is. You know exactly what this is. You don't know what this is. Tell me.
Well, tell us,
me either.
man.
You don't. You don't know what this is. How? What the? What world are you?
Diggle,
What
Diggle,
world
if
did
you
you live
know-
under?
Daigle, if you know what it is, why don't you go and touch it?
I'll tell you this. I'm not going to touch it because I'm not ballsy enough. Bullcog over here is the biggest man of us all. And so what this is, in the old school fairy tale books, is the chosen one would sit on the throne of the vine, and it would grow all the way up to the giants. So it's an it's a way to kick up an elevation. Go ahead and sit on it. Sit on it. It'll
not
kick
mindless.
start you up to the cloud giants.
We're not mindless.
Go ahead,
creatures like
Bullcrog.
you think we are, Daigle. We know of all your little tricks.
Bullcrag, sit on it! It'll kickstart you to the land of the gold giants! The cloud giants, it's up there. Just go ahead, just pop a squat. It's a throne.
Fuck up.
John's got the most health left to do it.
Let's see.
I'm keeping my distance. I ain't fucking with this
I'm gonna-
thing.
I'm gonna go lick it.
What the fuck?
Fuck?
Are you? Okay.
The hell is wrong with you, man?
All right, so
become
you go
God.
up to it. You feel a faint warmth coming off of the edge of it, and not only can you feel a faint warmth, as you come close to it, it's almost like little tiny like pinpricks, like firefly pinpricks, are in the air, like floating around this warmth as you approach it.
So I can't lick it.
No, you can lick it, man. I'm just telling you what it
You
looks
already
like as you
licked
walk up to it. So yeah, you walk into the warmth, and you feel that like the little firefly things like touch your skin, and it's like almost hot, just like really warm, and it feels kind of good when it like leaves your hand. You can see that were you bit by any of the lizards actually? You were,
No,
right?
I didn't get attacked by anything. Well, I got attacked, but it missed me.
Yeah, so you feel the little fireflies bouncing off of your skin, and any little nicks that they land upon, you see them like kind of like heal. You see them like recede on your hand, the scratches. When you touch your tongue to it, visible to everybody, the entire let's just call it a plant because it does look like a crystalline plant. Shudders and you see a bit of red go up through the center of the stalk, and your whole body shudders with the plant. You fall to the ground, and you are still awake, but you're looking out through your eyes, and your body isn't moving, and it also, your vision starts to fade out, and it's like suddenly it's like you're looking up at the sky through like a really clear telescope, and you can see even in like the late afternoon sky where the stars are not visible yet, you are looking out into the stars, and they look closer than you've ever seen them. And everything fades to black, and your eyes like shake out from the back of your head. To all your friends, it looked like your eyes had rolled into the back of your head, and you stand up, and you just feel this knowledge like inside of yourself that you are like forever bound to this thing. You're not sure exactly in which way, but you are forever bound. You feel as if like your life and the life of this plant that's growing are now like one and the same.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, now I'm
What
gonna
if it
have to take
dies?
this thing back with me.
Or what if you unbury it and you die? Like,
I
Yeah,
elbow
I got like
Lokar.
a Davies Jones shit.
Huh?
I
I got like Davies Jones shit. I gotta take this plant and go fucking carry it around with me everywhere.
elbow Lokar in the ribs. You had the most terror soup yesterday. Just tell me you didn't have no beef sauce dwelling within you. You could have ripped one of that man's face when he's laying boss out. You're a bad friend.
Fuck, dude. Shit. What do I do with this thing? Does anybody have? Well, I can use our tent actually. Can I just throw it in the, like throw some dirt in our tent and just drag it back to fucking the camp with us?
So this thing is about 4 feet tall, and it's got like it's probably about as wide as like this, you know. It's got like a 5-inch
big.
diameter. It's growing. It's pretty big already. And as you begin to like unearth its root system, like trying to dig it up, you can see that there are these big like jagged pieces of like this crystalline structure that are just pure white that dig down into the ground. They're like quartz. So it's a large unwieldy thing, and the more that you begin to unbury it, the less heat it is emitting, and you see the firefly things beginning to disappear, and also you begin to feel cold.
Well,
Ah, shit. I start burying it up then. I just cover it back up.
Damn,
Okay.
You're forever.
Edgar, you fucking botanist. Go check it out.
There's nothing we can check out. You seen what just happened?
Yeah, well, I didn't see it firsthand. I didn't see it close up with my eyes. Maybe you can.
It's no cobalt, whatever it is, like not of this world. And I prefer if we didn't tamper with things beyond our understanding today.
Someone else should lick it.
Well, you can't understand it unless you lick it. My right, Mooncrag.
Then go lick it, Daigle, and I kind of like shove you like towards it. Like,
Yeah, I'm not that fucking dense, but I'll take a closer look at it. Why? Because I'm not a fucking chicken. Right, Lokar, you first. I know shit. I know
Lokar?
shit Lokar
Lokar
first.
is he's like, you saw what happened to him, man. He passed out when he touched that thing with his tongue.
But did he die, Lokar? But did he die?
He says, man, I don't want anything to do with that thing. That thing is weird.
Oh, okay. That's weird. For someone that's so good at preparing crocodiles, he's never prepared a chicken once, right? Because he is one. That doesn't really make any sense. But you could fit the pieces together. I'll do it myself. I walk over there to it, and I touch with one finger.
So as you approach it and you reach out a finger, you can see that the little firefly looking things, like they become visible as you get closer. And as you move your finger towards it, they begin to swirl madly around your finger until you feel it begin to scorch your finger.
Fuck, it's hot. This thing's fucking on fire.
Yeah, you don't even take a point of damage. I think you pull your hand back before it burns you.
Can I can I cut off the tip of it?
Why are you gonna
What?
cut the thing
Fuck
that's
with this
attached to
thing?
me?
We don't know.
Oh,
if
oh,
it's
is it
attached to you.
attached to you still?
Yes, that's what he was
No,
saying. No,
it's-
he's
it's
now one with
Oh,
it.
shit.
They're like,
Bonded
no,
with it.
We don't know that though.
Yeah, you haven't explained any of that to your friends. They don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and hack it then.
What are you
See
gonna
what
do?
happens.
What?
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Burn my finger out.
Silent.
It burns you, and you're like, ah, fuck you. Oh, all right. Yeah. So you step back from it. I mean, this would be probably a pretty frightful thing because you've probably never seen it. You've definitely never seen anything like this in your life. In the time that you guys have been here too, it's grown like several inches.
You guys, I was able to see the stars when I fell down. This thing's
That's
part of me.
Bullcrug. That happens to everybody every time they get knocked out.
You see, actually looking into Bone Crag's eyes, you do see that they've taken on a similar like hue and color to the blue and
Dope.
purple tree.
Well, now you got dope ass eyes.
I wave my hand across his eyes. Are you,
Do I got
are you there?
Legolas vision now? Like, can I see like super far? Like,
Bullcrug.
We'll get to that
Are you
later.
there? Is there any less of a man that
that
was
would be
left?
cool.
Less of a man left in this less of a man that's still there?
I stick my
Bullcrug.
finger in Diggle's mouth while he talks to me.
Boop. It has spoken.
He touches
Dude,
your
if
tongue.
you could see hella
Who
far,
knows
you
when
would
the
have,
last time I watched that too, Diggle?
you would have scope. You could have scope.
I choke and I throw up. You don't fucking wash your hands, you're disgusting. Fucking gross.
Well, to be fair, Diggle, the last time he had him towards anything was the insides of a lizard. Got
Yeah,
it.
you bit that lizard's head off.
A lizard's asshole. Fucking tastes like.
All right,
cool.
so
Well, I guess we. Well, it's nighttime now, so we should probably set camp. Yeah,
Is it night?
is it night?
yeah,
or
it's
is it
the
day?
late
Okay.
afternoon now, so it's
Okay,
like
yeah.
getting time to set up
Is
camp.
this
You
thing?
guys
This
can-
thing's radiating light, isn't
All
it?
right.
Yeah, as the
don't need
sun
a
begins to
fire.
go down, you can see that the tree is emitting a light, and it's now got more branches.
All right.
Some
so I
new
guess we
small
just set up
branches are
camp.
beginning to emerge from the sides.
We'll set
Do
up
I grow
camp
limbs
around
too?
this thing.
Huh?
Can I grow limbs too?
Hey, that's my.
As
thing,
of now, no,
jackass.
probably not.
That'd be cool to have 4 arms.
two
All right,
two
Machoke.
bows.
All right, Machoke.
My champ, son.
All right. Well, I set up the tent and I do some more training with my birds while I'm tweaked out on whatever this plant thing just got me.
Okay, so do an animal handle check with advantage. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you put in some work with your crow.
Recap and continue.
Yeah, you feel peaceful in this area too, like camping near the tree. Like it feels like a more peaceful rest than you've had in a long time.
So this thing heals me. It fucking makes me rest.
Fucking tree, man.
Makes me. Yeah, it is a fucking.
That's
Good
what happens
tree.
when you
Can I water it?
sexualize an alien object.
I'm gonna give it some water.
Okay. Yeah, so you pour some water into the. What do you just pour like a whole water skin down there?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, yeah. So you pour out one of your water skins, like a couple like a liter and a half of water or something, and it sinks down into the dirt, and steam begins to rise up on the sides of it, and it fogs up the the kind of like crystalline marble like outside of the plant, and it builds up, and drops begin to drip off the edges of the leaves, and you see that it kind of like it grows a little bit faster, like pops up a couple of inches.
Edgar, give me a flask. Collect these water drops.
I don't got a flask, but god damn it.
I use an empty
You got a
water skin
fucking
to collect
water
the.
skin, don't you?
Yeah.
I use one of my empty water skins.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
collect
do
the
got
water
a water.
dripping off of it.
I got a water skin you gave me. If you want to like fill it up.
No, I got 3 of them on me, so it's fine. I just use one of my empty ones.
Well, I need it for
Probably the
science
one you just
purposes.
emptied out. Since it's in your
Well,
hand.
that's what I just said. I'll just use the empty one.
Needed for science. All right, so you're gonna
How
empty
much-
another one? Is that what you're saying?
No, the one that I just emptied. I'm gonna collect however much water I can get with that.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. Highs or lows?
Let's go high.
Okay, yeah. So you get half a water skin. So you get basically. We'll just say you have another drink, like a drink's worth, a day's worth, whatever.
Okay.
Can I also collect stuff from this?
No, the rest of the water's all
Damn.
drip down to the ground.
Ah,
And it would burn you anyway.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's true.
I'm seriously concerned about Bunkog's health. I think he has a leech or something that's taken apart. He's a
looks
host
fine.
or something alien, something of note of this nature. I feel like we should bring him to some kind of hospice, something that could maybe cure him. This some kind of fungi about him.
is that
We gotta hurry to Miser before it gets worse. Who knows? I don't read all these magic books. He might become a tree one day. I mean, he's hard to move because he's a deep sleeper, and he's not really much for nothing. He's like a stone, but I mean, shit. We gotta get to the roots of this. No pun intended, but we gotta get this man cared. I think he's in deep trouble. Not like I'd care or anything, but he's a part of the Sloppy Sisters, and he's kind of like my brother, that little brother you just kind of fucking shove around and tell him, they do little things like, cook the fish or whatever. But he's still part of the Sloppy Sisters, fellas, and I think he needs help. This is some scary stuff. I'm concerned. If you're not,
Dago,
I'm worried about you too.
Dago, I'm fine.
look at him. He looks fine. And then I just blankly look off at blankly look up. It's like, unless he becomes a mindless husk. Then I dead eye Wilton after that.
You guys want some lizard?
Yes.
Low cost.
Guys.
We would love some lizard.
Yeah, I
Look,
saved like a bunch. for
I'm
yesterday.
also worried. Look, I'm worried about you. You never freak out for nothing. Are you brain damaged? You've been kicked in the head by a mule or something? You're just fucking too calm all the time.
I was kicked in the head by a red elk.
And they're uncommon. I just shake my head.
Yeah, man.
Makes sense.
No one gets. No one
Makes
ever
sense.
has any trouble with the red elks, man. Like, he just came right at me. Like, as soon as I walked into the woods and he was there in the clearing, he ran straight for me. I didn't even know what to do. Just kicked me right in the head, and after that, all I could think about was how cool reptiles are, like turtles and alligators, and how delicious they also are. It's been conflicting.
Oh, I bet. Man trapped his own conflictions, yeah. A bit. Back to the point, fellas. We need to get to Moises Peak as fast as we can. This man might turn to a fucking living tree if we don't do anything about it. Something's crazy about what's going on.
Well, Dago, there's nothing we can do about it tonight. I done licked the thing. My eyes are changed, and it's already dark time.
Yeah,
Right,
that was
Bone
such
Crag.
an odd choice.
Just when you root yourself here at camp, don't expect any of us to come back here and water roots. Probably burn you back behind us just like Belfort's.
You guys lay
I'm gonna
down.
go sit next to the tree and chill next to it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna crash in my
Okay.
tent.
Are you guys all camping there now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, in your guys' sleep, you okay, so in your sleep, all of you actually kind of like share this dream. You see that there is a blue and a purple mist spread across the sky. And somewhere in that mist, you can see Wilton's face, the bone crag. And around his face, his facial hair and the hair on top of his head is no longer hair. It's like the outlines of leaves. And you see him smiling, and he's speaking, and it's hard to tell what he's saying. But you guys wake up before Wilton, and you see that he's just laying there, and he's like talking gibberish in his sleep.
What the
I don't know.
What the
fuck was that?
I've just had the ugly stream, Wilton. Bone Crag, wake your ass up. We're not gonna fucking save you. Squirrels
Wait,
decided to lay nest in your fucking hive. All right,
I think, guys, I
your
think we need to
fucking
get
arse.
we need to get Wilton at some distance away from this thing.
Lokar says,
Yeah,
"What the
he has
fuck was
rope.
that, man?"
But why? Why must we leave?
That's exactly the problem.
Did you just
Leave.
use leave? Did you use leaf as a pun?
Oh, it's a sign.
Tree, guys, and leave.
Why don't you make like Wilton and leave?
All right,
Why don't you make like me and leave? These
John,
leaves
John,
drop from your head.
John. You think you could carry this fucking lump, this fucking stump? You think you could carry him?
Why can't he walk himself?
We're gonna have to
Yeah, I
knock
can just
him out.
walk.
Oh, are you coming with us
Close.
willingly? Okay.
Yeah, so I was just fucking with Daigle.
All right, let's go.
You guys begin heading out.
Yeah.
It's
So I pack up
vacation.
my tent and head out.
Bone
Yeah.
crag.
Yeah.
You pack up
pack.
your tent. Yeah, Lokar helps you like pack up the stuff too, and he seems like a little weirded out about your eyes, but he's like more or less just like, yeah, what's up, man? And you guys, as you begin heading away from the site of this odd tree, oh, you can see that through the night it's grown another like couple of feet. It's now like over your guys' heads. So as you begin walking away, you can feel kind of like a sense of longing. Like part of you really just wants to stay there with the tree.
A tree. It's gone. It's behind
You
me.
guys, we're terraforming this bitch.
Precious.
Burning
We just
shit, growing
crowded-
shit.
Yeah, we just fucking started growing this thing unknowingly because we thought it was worth something. And
Yeah.
this one is not like the fire in the forest. This is completely different.
Roll a d20 with a wisdom check.
Me?
Yep.
You're the
Okay.
tree lover.
11, and I have a 0 to wisdom.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you feel a bit of a feeling of longing, but you managed to shake it off. You guys travel.
Travel.
I can't roll that again. That's insane. Yes.
What was the insane thing? We were gonna get attacked by lizards.
Oh, so you guys, through the middle of the day, you guys come past a grove of fruit trees. Appears to be some apricots and peaches
Oh hell
that are,
yeah!
that are growing here in the summer sun.
Is it like a
Nice.
farm or just wild?
These ones are wild. It seems there's a stand here, and there actually are some remnants as if maybe this had been a farm like long ago, roadside. But it's so long ago that most of the foundation has been overtaken by plants and all the beams have rotted.
I'm gonna grab some and start eating.
Same.
Nice.
I'm gonna collect
I-
some, put it in my bag, and then
And
I'm
then I
gonna
want to
feed
take
some
an
to my
apricot.
birds.
After I eat, I want to take an
Then I
apricot
eat
shit
some.
under the tree.
I say to Edgar's careful about I feel like Bunkrag's suddenly becoming a tree. He's about to impregnate himself with some peaches, some hairy peaches. I don't know if this is the crow talking, if they're just trying to make way to fucking lay in this or something, but I don't know anything about this, but
Diego.
he's acting very magically strange.
Hey, I grab your face and I like point it towards me. It's like, never seen you so sentimental. You're acting very sappy. And then I walk away after I pat you on the cheek.
I'm gonna. Hey, do you guys
I
got any
continue to
water?
eat
I'm out.
apricots.
I hand you my water skin, John.
This isn't the one
Okay.
with the tree stuff in it, right?
No, it's a regular one.
Okay,
Unless
that's
you want the tree stuff, I can give you that one
No,
too.
no, I drink some and hand it back. I just realized we haven't been drinking water.
What'd you drink? You drank water. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You want to
I
hit me in
throw
the
an
back of the
apricot
head
at the
with
back at Edgar's head.
Okay, roll
I
an
rolled a
attack.
12.
Or did you?
Plus
You rolled a
2.
12.
Plus 2
Okay.
for my dex.
What's your AC, Edgar? I think that's
Oh, AC?
Edgar's.
AC 12.
Okay, it hits you. It's just an apricot, so I don't think we have to roll damage.
I'm gonna turn around and I'll be like,
you get pegged in the back of the head with an apricot.
what did
Got
you?
him.
It's like, are you serious, you fucking sin eater? And I jump on top of him and like a playful wrestling
Wait.
thing. It's playful wrestling. Come here, you little scoundrel.
Fucking. I grab his ass cheek. I grab his ass
God,
cheek.
come on, let's like.
This is a real wrestling match, isn't it, boy? I fucking I
Finger
don't
over
care.
there, and I shove my fingers in your mouth.
Everyone's
And I-
putting their fingers in.
I bite his finger.
lizard
I bite
finger,
his
and I'm
finger.
like,
I fucking bite his finger.
Oh no!
bite my finger. You're
Roll
taking
the
it too
Yeah, I
two.
far.
bite your finger. I don't know if I rolled for that, but
Okay, yeah, he yanks his hand out of
and
your
now
mouth.
and
before you're
guess
able
what?
to bite
Now
it.
guess what? Now I knee you in your left eardrum.
oh, can I fucking dodge? Can I dodge?
Can I get in
can't
between them
dodge.
and push them apart?
This went from playful to really weird and aggressive.
Playful
Yeah,
and kind of sexual, the weird and aggressive.
I'm gonna get in between them and push them apart and say, "Hey, we have better things to do." Daigle's worried about many superpowers.
Sorry,
Okay,
man,
so as you're about to knee hit, as he's about to like knee you in the head, Wilton gets in between you two.
sorry.
Ah.
I just fucking love apricots. I go back to eating apricots.
That's why I tossed one in the back of your fucking school.
Lokar picks up the broken apricot on the ground and he picks it up and he takes a bite out of it and he's like, "Man, these things are really good. Would you say they were called?"
Apricons.
They're called
Why
April
does
Jones.
Man, these apricons are like.
Don't listen
Jones
to him,
for short.
Lokar. They're
You don't know what
apricots.
you're talking about. They're no what you're
Apricot?
talking about. They're called Johns. So
here, I can
wherever we
take
go, call them Johns. If their John is very sweet to you, tell them about how sweet these Johns were to you on our travels.
Oh, this is. a
This
sweet
John was very
man.
sweet.
They're called
John was very
apricots,
sweet.
Lokar.
Dude, they're called Johns for short.
Don't listen to
Trust
Daigle.
me,
He's
I
been
use a
fucking with you this
deception check.
entire trip.
I use a deception check.
Go ahead.
I got +2 to deception.
Oh yeah, so he's like, yeah, man, these apricons are slamming.
Oh yeah, they're
really-
Johns for short. They're very
I'm
sweet to you on
persuading
your way
him.
back,
Can I
aren't
roll
they?
against Daigle for persuasion?
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Have to get a 17 or higher.
I got an 18 on my deception.
I slapped that hobbit's dick off, yo.
He's like,
Like I
you
said,
know what?
like I
You
said.
know what, John? I'm pretty sure that you're fucking with me right now.
Yeah. Oh, these Johns are very sweet. Tell everybody about your travels with
You
these
know,
Johns.
these
They're very
Johns
sweet
are
for
really
you.
sweet, but that John is a little
Very
sour.
sweet, tasty. Don't forget, whatever we get, where we're going, tell them how sweet these Johns were in your mouth, and they're
Can
very
I? Can
sweet.
I? Actually, I don't want to do anything. I was just gonna say, well, is there any? Well, can I look around to see if there's anything around us besides with the apricots and whatnot?
There are there's some bricks and some flagstones that are set into the ground. There are some bushes and vines that are covering the foundation of this old house, which is basically rotted into nothing. It's very, very old. And other than that, no. You're in
Okay,
a
well,
plains-
you guys.
you're in a plains area with the road ahead of you, and you can actually see Miser's Peak in the distance.
Last one to Miser's Peak goes the rest of the party 2 gold, and I start sprinting.
I'm sprinting too. Fuck it, let's do this. Anybody that
okay.
agrees to it, let's
I
do
guess
it.
for sprinting.
They take off running.
Wait. John was going to say something.
I just
on.
took off running.
Okay.
They took off. I took off.
I
Let's
go
see who gets
sprint
there
too.
first.
I didn't know you were doing something, John. Sorry.
Are we racing? Ah,
Well,
shit.
Like,
Look, we
I was
rolled
just
the
gonna
race.
tell Daigle that he keeps fucking with Lokar. When he finds out, Lokar might kill him in his sleep.
It's weird. We found Daigle
Well, you
dead
can-
with
you can
some
tell him that while you
alligator
guys are running
in his
together.
head.
Can we race?
should we? Yeah, can we roll to
Is there
see who
any
gets there
roll?
first?
Okay, yeah, sure. Everybody roll dexterity rolls, and we'll see who gets there. We'll see who can get there first.
14 with the +3.
Yeah, +2.
I got -1.
Okay, so we've got Wilton Bonecrag in the lead because he's got a 17 altogether. Daigle right behind him, and then we've got Edgar Nolan and John in the very back.
Damn, John's been getting the shit rolls this turn.
Woo!
Are we still in running? Can I throw something at fucking Bogreg's ankle?
Oh my god, dude.
Wings everything to me. What do I
Yeah,
have
it has to be.
bottom?
It has to be something that's on you. Otherwise, you're gonna have to like slow down and
Oh,
stop
shit.
and pick something up.
Can I
Because he's
send
still
my-
running.
I still have my sandals on me. I'm not wearing
Get him.
sandals.
Get
Can I throw
Dingle.
a sandal at his ankle? Does that work? Can I? Fuck. Can I? What can I?
You gonna throw a sandal?
Can I throw a sandal? Can I throw it on the back of his head? Can I just fuck it? Because I still have my old sandals. I still have them with me.
What the fuck?
My old
Just carry
sandals.
them around with you.
I don't know. I still have them. Oh, fuck. Do I
You
still
chuck
have 'em?
sandals at. Go ahead, chuck your sandals
Can I
at
just-
him. Go ahead.
Can I just throw him at the back of his head? I don't know if it's gonna do anything.
Yeah, throw him. Fucking throw it. As you go into your bag to get your sandals, your bag just kind of opens up and pours out on the ground. All your stuff falls out.
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh, that means you're unless you're gonna leave your
Take
shit.
a break. Take a break. Take a break. I pick up all my shit. I'm in last place. I pick up all my shit.
I just run right past him.
John runs right past you. Okay, everybody roll d20s again for your speed. One more time.
I got 15. Damn, John's getting
Yeah,
it.
John hit the fucking line.
So John, Edgar stays right where he is, except now you've got Daigle like trailing behind you.
Yeah.
And John has like ran all the way. He's like, and he's gotten like up right next to Wilton.
Oh shit.
As you arrive, one more roll, last roll. Now we're getting close. We're cresting the mountain to Miser's
Oh
Peak.
shit!
What the
Ooh, plus
fuck?
5 XP to Wilton Bone Craig.
Athlete.
Daigle, roll 2, please.
Oh shit!
Oh shit,
Fuck.
fuck. Okay, so Daigle sprints up, leaving Edgar Nolan in the dust, but Wilton just gets ahead and beats John to Miser's Peak by a cunt hair.
Well, how long
a
what kind of
few-
hair we
that's
talking
a few.
Motherfucker.
That's a small cube.
John, you motherfucker.
Fuck!
Poor Bird was probably just being dragged like a motherfucker behind me, just on my arm with the rope just fucking.
Your falcon comes down from the air and lands on your shoulder too. You realize it kind of like flew up as you were running. But yeah, you are at the gates of Miser's Peak, and the guards see you at the top. The guards they see you from the top, and they wave at you, and they say open the gates. It's some of our own. And you see the gates open up.
All right.
I'm gonna tell
Christ,
Lokar to stay outside.
Booker cheated. He cheated. He cheated. I didn't say go. I didn't say go yet.
Actually, I kind of did cheat because I said last one to Miser's Peak has to pay everybody else 2 gold, and I just took off running. And then Edgar followed it to John, and then you were the last.
Oh, so is
one,
it
Edgar.
Edgar? Was Edgar the last one? Or? Yeah, Edgar
no,
was the last one.
Oh, was he?
Well,
I-
regardless, guys, I'm not paying you that gold. We
don't
didn't
have it.
shake on it.
We didn't shake.
That's true. He just took off.
Yeah, he just
Wilton
said
will
whatever.
remember this, and I just walk into Miser's Peak.
You say that like it was a
You see those
Telltale's
words
game.
appear over your head.
It's a Telltale's game. It's like, Wilton will remember this. I don't give a fuck. Write it down. He already did. It's above his head.
I'm gonna turn before I walk inside. I'm gonna turn to Lokar and say, "Wait here," and I guess tell the guard, be like, "It's a phenomenal cook who helped us in the swamp. You should have him talk to Lorne."
All right, so yeah, you can
If
see
I may
that.
request that.
Yeah, you can see that this is one of the archers. He's somebody that you've met here at Miser's Keep before. His name is Loman. And Loman says, he's like, oh, yeah, we can always use help in the kitchens, man. You know that. So he says, yeah, just bring him down. He says, bring him down there and see if the chef will train him up.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna lead.
Wait,
I-
Babe. I whisper in the guy's ear. Let me put in a good word for him. He's the best dishwasher I've ever seen.
Who do you whisper this
Such a
To Lamont. He's the
well. I'm
best
already leading him
dishwasher I've
down
ever
to the
seen.
cook.
Where can we find our boy Nisby?
He says,
I pat him on the
Oh,
back
yeah,
and I joke and
never
say
mind.
that he does have the southern cooking. If you haven't had it yet, it's to die for. It's to fight a big ass monster and get one of your best friends fucking mistooken and screaming for the top of their lungs like there's some kind of fucking damsel in distress, and you fucking kill them. You meet a fucking peddler with a big ass stick, and you go there, you almost fucking die from a bunch of lizards. He's the best goddamn cook I ever went on an adventure with. Sorry,
Shut up.
I just ran a mile. I just ran a mile that I hadn't had to. So I'm a little bit winded.
yeah, he's just like, yeah, man, can't wait to try the food, man. Anything they can do to beef up these pork and potatoes, man, every fucking day.
Don't fucking talk about potatoes like that.
Yeah. I
All
guess
right.
I
so-
walk away. I walk
Okay.
away.
Are we heading
Nagel.
to Nisby?
We need to
first?
find Nisby so we can give
Yeah.
him his package.
I'll meet up with you guys later. I gotta go find Aaliyah.
Okay, so as you're entering the castle, the main castle keep where Nisby would be, and also where the quartermaster is, Quartermaster Huntoon, who's the person that you or wait, what the fuck's his name? It's not quartermaster, but it's something similar. Oh, but the guy that handles all the contracts and the financial war clerk Huntoon, where you would turn in your contract money. Is also in this building, and when you get in there, you can see that it looks like Aaliyah and Hobart are walking out of the dining hall, because it's about dinner time anyway, and you can see that they're walking out of there, and Aaliyah has like some papers, like some scrolls, and Hobart's like arguing with her about something. And they notice you guys come in, and they stop arguing, and like Hobart waves over to John, and he
I
says, "You
walked
made it,
over. Oh,
made it
sorry.
back." Sorry.
Yes, I did, and I got the package for you. So all those Desmata vines I got.
Okay, yeah. So he looks at the Desmata vines as you hand them out. He like kind of sniffs the air. He's like, and he like his eyes kind of get wide, and he like looks at the package, and he seems to lick his lips a little bit when he sees you pull them out, and he says, and you can see that he like shuts his eyes, and he kind of like stops himself, and then he like straightens up again, and he grabs the vines from you and puts them into his satchel pack, or puts them into a pouch that's underneath his cloak. And he says, "You did well. This is a lot of samples. You got some weight here, boy."
Thank you.
He says, "We actually need this. Aaliyah and I were just talking about something." He points. He nods over to Aaliyah, and she says, "He says, she says, we're conducting a short experiment. We thought that you might, Hobart and I thought you might be interested in this, Edgar. Yeah, Edgar, I thought you might." So Aaliyah says, "We're conducting a short experiment," and she reaches out, and you see Hobart kind of like reluctantly pull out the vines and like hand her two of the pouches. And she says, "Edgar, I thought you may be interested in this." And Hobart thought the rest of you might as well. And he goes, "Bone Crag may be a little shit, but you either die for the cause or live without a point. You might as well man up now."
Yeah. I just nod my head. I didn't. Was that an open invitation?
Yeah, so you can see so out through the door also, like Nisby now walks out through the door with all of you like standing there in the hallway, and you can see that he's kind of like he looks unsatisfied right now. His eyes are kind of hard, and he's like looking over at Aaliyah and Hobart.
Everything okay, Nisby?
He says,
His boy.
He says, I have told them that bringing you young, prodigious men 3 ball hairs short of true mercenaries closer to this vile ordeal is quite unwise. Though it is for you to decide your fates and your fortunes. However, Hobart, you must promise you say nothing of the ley blight to these men, for that is my personal concern. The rest of this you do as you please. And he just says, of course, Dean Commander, you have my word.
Lave light?
The ley blight.
Light.
Hey, Nisby,
Yeah.
we got
Pussy light.
a delivery for you. Daigle
He
was nice enough to transport it.
He brightens up a little bit and he says, oh, yes, the contract. You are back actually quite quick. You've made short work of your foe. Have you been successful?
Nisby, who are you talking to? Did you forget who you fucking put out for this expedition?
Zimbok. Yeah. The one named Zimbokta has been slayed. But also, yes, as John said, the pigman. I turned to Aaliyah, it's like, which is exactly what I needed to come talk to you about.
And they rewarded us. Could you believe it? That the reward for it was just this fucking man of a slave. His name is the Lokar, and that was the package. Apparently, this was the package. It's funny. They're very comedic over there, and that's what they gave us as far as a package goes. We had to protect his ass all the way we go up here, and here he is for you to do your bidding.
Try deception. Go ahead.
Plus
Okay.
2.
So yeah, he looks at you and he says, and he looks over at Lokar, and he kind of like rubs his chin a little bit, and you can see his nipples become hard in the cool evening air. And he says, this is highly unusual. We will have to send a messenger to them, for we are paid only in what we request. He says.
Damn, big one.
And then at that point, can I slap Nisby's ass and be like, oh, I was just fucking kidding you. Here's this. But I gotcha. Your wife drinks with, doesn't she? And then I fucking hand him the package.
Okay, he grabs the package and he shakes it and he's like, this is more like it. And he tosses it back to you. He says, give it to Warclear Kuntoon. That is the course of action. And he does this to you. He gives you one of these, one of those. He points at his eyes and points at you.
Nisby, that means point, all right? That's gonna be a point for later, isn't it? Nisby, tell it for the class, right? You respect me. I'm your favorite. Not like I didn't earn anything, but I don't earn it. Right? I'm the best. All right, Nisby.
He says he looks back to you as he's like walking up the stairs towards the like Dean Commander's quarters at the top of the castle, and he says, I remember, Daigle. He says, you've done quite fine in your training, but don't think I haven't seen another gifted one. He's like, stare into the heart of desire, walk into the furnace of chaos, and not fall. He says, I look in the mirror every morning and I see one myself. And he walks up the stairs.
I look at Edgar and I say, I did good. I did good, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I fucking did good. If you talk about me facing my own demons or something of the sort, I'm a man above that. I have principles.
Can we head down to the
Orderly.
Hobart and
I just shrug.
Hobart looks at Daigle and he's just like he just kind of like he shrugs and he like rolls his eyes. He's like, let's go to the dungeon.
Or is Aaliyah going with them?
Yeah, Aaliyah's leading the way.
Okay. I wanted to tell her about
Aleah's
the
already
one
heading
thing.
towards the dungeon.
Okay.
What are you telling her about? Yeah, you guys are walking down. You can talk.
Okay. I go up to her. It's like, look, we ended up fighting another one of those boorish of men. When we fought it, I kind of looked around a little bit, and the thing is, he had inscriptions on his spine. It's like
Inscriptions on the spine, you say?
thick scars down the spine. It was symbols I seen. I don't recognize them, but they were similar to ones that we found in that basement with the skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that rose from the dead.
As you're talking about this, Hobart like looks back at you, John, and his eyes just go kind of wide, but he doesn't say anything, and he like turns back and continues walking down through the dungeon.
I don't know how we missed it. I don't know if the other one, if the body is still laying around, if it has the same similar markings. I just thought it was important enough to tell you.
She says, strange enough thing, that body has yet to decay, even in this past week you've been gone, after these months even. John, what were you saying?
Oh yeah.
She says, really? She says, we were actually just about to test this.
You have a live one?
She says, yes. And Hobart says, that's right. He says, over in Belfast, they were attacked by them. I caught this guy down in one of the trenches. Fell down into some water. He was in a little too deep, unable to get out. We fished him out. It was a lot of work to put him down, but we dragged him back here alive. And Aaliyah's been testing with him since. And as you guys open the bottom of the dungeon, you guys hear a heavy breathing. And you can see that inside of this large steel cage is a heavily sedated pigman, with the head off, of course. He has no eyes. You see Aaliyah take out one of the Desmata vines, and she like squeezes the end of it, and so that a little bit of the black goo goes onto the edge of the cage, and it like it suddenly takes in like a huge breath and goes straight for the sap and just starts licking it against the bars. And then you see it goes into a fury and it starts beating against the bars and like trying to get out, like slamming its elbow across the bars and just freaking out. Aaliyah produces a gas canister and tosses it back into the cage. You can see it begins becoming sleepy, and the gas spreads out into the room. She puts a mask over her face, and she shoos everybody out.
Sounds good.
I guess we
we walk out.
We
There's
shoo
gas.
our-
You
we
guys
shoo
can say
ourselves.
it, but there's gas filling the room.
No.
You should have been so rude. Maybe you wouldn't have been kicked out.
And Hobart looks down at John as you guys are like standing just outside the dungeon door. He says, we need to speak somewhere private. He says, let's go. There's another trap door at the base of the arena. Let's walk out there. He says, you and me need to talk, John. He says, if you're willing to bring the others, you may. Just you?
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
Can we go take while he's doing his side thing? Can we go take our thing, the package down to that guy? I forgot what he was called.
War Clerk Huntoon.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
War Clerk.
I'm just
Go and look
gonna
around.
wait outside of
Holy
the dungeon.
Okay, yeah, you wait outside of the dungeon. You can smell a bit of like kind of a sweet, like it's almost like a cinnamon smell that's like coming through the door. But yeah, okay. So Hobart leads you out into the arena. The arena is old and overgrown. There are small bits of brush and leaves, and there's moss in the cracks of the stones. And you can see that it is a wide coliseum that is large enough for like a few hundred people to sit. Yep, you can see some ravens perched around the stones at the upper edges of the Coliseum, and there is a trap door against the back
put that
wall. It's
together.
kind of like up at an angle. It looks like,
Strong sons of
and when
bitches,
you
I'm not
open it,
that
it's like a
strong.
ramp leading down into the ground, and it looks like probably where animals had been released. And there's a lot of scratch marks on the walls inside of here. He leads you down in there, and he says to you,
All but Daigle.
looks like there are ilk, John. Someone's corrupted the ritual scars, our ancient rite, for perverse means. No telling what they're after, but our order can't stand for this. He says, you're a sharp lad. I figured you would. He says, these friends of yours that you're with, he says, are these men that you could trust with your life, with your death, with our legend?
Okay, I thought you were gonna keep going with like what he was gonna tell me.
Whatever I say,
like, yeah,
here,
let me hear it.
this room. He says, but I will let you know now. There's much that must be done. You and I, if you wish to continue down this path. If not, I wouldn't blame you. It's better to get drunk, piss away your sins and your miseries. He says, but it's whatever you like. You've already got the scars in your skin, so you use them how you will. I only hope that you'd help. He says, it's been thousands of years since the war that birthed the legend of the saints, longer than these books suggest. In those times, there were men like these pigmen. There were a mighty army led by Shukar, who hailed in the east and was sorely defeated right here in what would later become Medinvard. Those of his army who abandoned his foul campaign became our brotherhood. These were ones who defected, still sound of mind, unlike these pigmen who are completely lost. They birthed the order of the scarred monks. They borrowed techniques of the Gazansa tribe, who long ago ruled the swamps and the marsh. Your scars still bear the mark of their methods, the Desmata sap purified with electrum and trace alchemical powders, beaten upon the forge of your training into the living weapon you've become. A weapon not crafted for evil, though prone to it. We stop at the spine in our scarring. It is only right. Yet whoever has corrupted these rites, such as the way of Shukar in days long past, has also scarred the brain of these men, causes many things, dulling or deepening of the senses, berserk rage or full subjugation, an ungodly growth spurt, like a second puberty, deadening of the capability to feel pain and still other effects. These men become tools, and as of now, we know not who wields them. Many signs point towards the eastern wastes, though we're not ready to go there to confront it. These tools were used to destroy your villages and the ones you loved. They're employed with increasing regularity upon others as news is given to us. How'd you like to help me find their master, put him down? He says, very well. He says, there's a contract you'll be offered, taking you westward to Stovehurst. He said, I want you to take it, and I want you to bring this symbol with you.
Okay.
He says, I need you to hang it in the courtyard beneath the clock tower. He says, you just climb up high as you can go, and you put this up before the morning sun, okay? And the symbol is like a hand, kind of like this, like it's grasping a rope, but the rope is like obviously like an image of the Desmata vine. And the fingernails are bleeding. And it's just on like a white soapstone in the shape of a diamond. And it's pretty big. It weighs like 20 pounds, this big symbol. He says we need to make contact with our men in the west. He said we need to start bringing the Scarred Brotherhood together. He pats you on the shoulder and he says to you, he says, these vines you've brought back, he says, I'll be able to increase our number here. If there's any recruits tough enough to endure it. He says, but he says, I appreciate what you've done.
Cool. Thank you.
He says, consider us square for your training. He says, yes. He says, you're one of us now. You're one of the Scarred brothers. Nice to meet you, Brother John.
Good to meet you, Brother Hobart.
And yeah, he gives you one of those shakes where you like grab each other's whole wrists. Ooh, which is an even more intimate experience because you can like feel each other's scars up your arms there.
Oh, yeah.
that's weird.
You know there's no knives there.
Mm-hmm. All right, and yeah, he walks out of the arena and he says, well, I'm gonna get myself a couple pints of brandy and lay this one out. Got to train new ones in the morning.
Turn him out.
He says, "Keep on it, John." Brother John. And yeah, he leaves.
Okay.
Unless there's any questions you wanted to ask him or anything.
No. He answered the
Okay.
question about the Desmodivines. I know I'm immune to them.
Nice. Okay, and you guys are at War Clerk Huntoon. You walk in, you see the old man with his glasses looking over ledgers on the table. You see the huge, like, rows and rows of heavy box lockers that contain, like, the equipment for Miser's College. And he sees you walk in and he says, "Oh, back from your contract so soon."
Oh, yes, sir. Mr. Daigle here got a package to give you.
Very well.
Didn't I already hand off the package?
No, he gave it back to us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you bring the package there. Yeah, so he unwraps the... Yeah, sorry.
Wait, can I say? So
Yeah, go ahead.
the funny thing is, I left it in my quarters. I can go and grab it. It'll take me like 2 minutes. Shoot. What? I'm not trying to be nosy there, but what were you expecting? Like 20 gold? 30 gold?
He says you signed the same contracts everybody else did. You returned the package
Right.
unopened.
Yes.
It's none of
Oh,
your
that's
business.
None of my business, of course. The cloth package that's wrapped in like 2 sticks of alligator and 2 gold. I'll be right back, right? I'll be right
With the
back
wax seal intact.
with the wax seal intact, right?
Yeah.
Not ripped over by alligator. There's ferocious beasts out there that could rip open the package. That two gold might fall out. 3 alligator sticks might fall out, but it's there. And we wrapped it right back up nice and tight for you. It's there for you. It's just not
Yeah,
the
he
package
stands up-
might not be intact.
He stands up and he looks you in the eyes and he says, "Do you have the package or do you not?"
And then I look him in the eye and I say, "No, of course I have the package, but I also have a joke." And I hand him the package. Of course you didn't know. I gotcha. You're laughing in the back of your brain. You're laughing.
He gives a little like he takes the package. He breaks the seal on the top and looks inside of it. He begins taking down some notes on a ledger, and you can see that he writes down like the 4 of your names. And he opens it. He looks on the inside, and he shuts it quickly. He shoves it down into his desk, or into like something underneath his desk, and you hear a door shut. And then he stamps over your names, and he asks you all to sign next to it.
I signed my name.
I sign as well.
No, I'm not there. I stayed at the dungeon thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm-
it's just I forgot. It's just Daigle and
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
on my way there.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
okay, so
I'm
John
very
comes in
good.
as you guys are signing.
And I'll sign for Edgar. He was here. Trust me. If anyone lies about it, that'll be me. And he's been here. I signed
Are you
Edgar's
just
name.
waiting for John to
He
come
says
out?
good.
Edgar?
He says good enough for me, and he says
Oh, okay.
He says congratulations, boys. You did a great job on your first contract. I made a note of how quick you took it down. Well done.
Oh yeah. What's the payment like?
You've already been paid. I'll see you next time.
No. Am I the only one out that hasn't been paid? I haven't got paid. You got paid?
He says accepting your payment from the client is your liability.
I must have been sleeping or I was sick. Should I go back there? Should I tell them that they're bad clients and I need to get paid? Can I roll a deception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
+2.
Okay. He says, so you really mean it? They didn't pay you?
They didn't fucking pay me. I literally have 3 gold to my name, and I actually only have 3 gold because I gave Lokar 4, and then I paid with 1. So I show my pocket. I only got 3 gold.
Can I budge forward and sign my name?
Yeah.
Since he's taking so
Yeah,
long to
John
sign my.
pushes back. So the guy says, he goes kind of like, He says, well, I guess we'll have to talk with their leadership then, because
Yeah, you're
if they're gonna treat, if the clients
are
are gonna treat our mercenaries with disrespect, then we can't be
Very
providing them any
disrespectful.
assistance.
Yeah, I already changed my socks like 3 times. Not swamp. It's not fair.
Before I leave,
for my
signing
socks,
mine, I
pay
said
for
they
my
gave
house,
us
baby.
8. He just gave some of his away, and I walk away.
Pay for my. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. He's a Belfort. Don't trust him.
Okay, roll a deception with disadvantage, Daigle.
All right.
Nice.
Let's go.
Roll one more. He says, so he
Okay,
just
like
looks
2
you in the eye,
deaths.
Daigle. He says, now if somebody on your team punks you for your gold, you can't let that kind of shit go, man. I've seen
No.
people in this situation before.
You know, I was thinking about leading the college, but how about this between you and me? Because I don't get to put another shut my mouth up. Because you know I'm just in here for the honest work. Just let me 2 gold. It makes sense for the lack I've been paid, and we'll call it good. Just call it good. Just let me 2 gold under your desk there. I'm sure there's like 20 gold in that package. Not that I looked or like I take a peek, but just let me 2 gold from that, and we'll call it fair.
He says, I can't break you off anything that's in the package.
All right, I understand.
He says, you understand
just for
how much paperwork I have to do every day. Everything is so well accounted for. And I'm
Is
not
it?
about to embezzle from a college of mercenaries who will put
Wait.
me on a spear, my entire body.
Isn't there a leak in your roof?
Have a good day, Daigle.
I hold the knife close to the ceiling. Isn't there a leak in your roof that leaked on the paperwork? I wink at him. Isn't there?
Try a persuasion, I guess. He says, no. He says, the builder's crew has been through here recently. There are no leaks.
Yeah. People that are cubes, they're a bunch of fucking, they're nothing. Right. I see where you and I stand. Mr. Paperwork Office guy. Right.
He says, I'm a slave to my work, but
Aren't
I
you?
do it
And you're a
well.
slave to my lunch. You owe me lunch for what I do to this. What do I do to this business? You owe me lunch. How about that? You buy me lunch. We'll call it fair. I won't tell Nisby about how unfair a wage I got from fucking pushing this package here after
He says-
fucking surviving
He says
a month.
lunch has already been served and dinner. He says you can go grab some right now. There's plenty in the hall.
Yeah, exactly what I deserve. I just pat him on the cheeks slightly. Thank you. And I leave.
The old man kind of recoils for being touched on the face, but other than that, just goes back to his paperwork.
I'm just like, it's just like it's like a scumbag. I'm just like throw my hands up in the air, like, oh, thanks, and just like a
Okay.
like a preppy scumbag.
Aaliyah comes to the door of the dungeon as John, Daigle, and Wilton are leaving War Clerk Huntoon's office and the slash armory.
I just wanted
So
to
Aaliyah comes out and she
be
says,
updated.
"Oh," and she takes off her
First one to be
mask. She
updated
says, "Oh, Edgar, you're
if
still
any,
here."
New discoveries come about with the visitor you have there.
She says, there was only a few disturbing things that we noticed about him when kept in confinement. She says, often the creature would struggle against the bars. She says, but only in the northeastern direction. it seems something. It seemed to always go towards there, and we moved all objects away from that portion of the dungeon to see if he was reaching for something, perhaps a chain or a weapon, the guillotine, perhaps. We moved everything to the other side, and still towards the blank wall to the northeastern portion of the dungeon chamber. And we're unsure why this is.
You think something's guiding it there?
She says, Hobart seems to think so. He's taken a more direct interest in this live specimen.
Why? The scarring on those things, it seemed like they were. I can't think of the fucking word right now. Hold on, out of character here. They seem like body mods, like they were being given something. I don't know. I know nothing of the scarification, but I know it seems similar to that.
She says, yes. Hobart has intimated similar things to me, that the scarification appears similar. And now that we've seen the way it reacts to the Desmata root, which I maybe shouldn't be telling you this, but I believe that Hobart has an addiction to this, to the secretions of this vine.
Addictions.
She says, and the creature reacts similarly. She says, yes, like he finds himself compelled to consume it.
Are we all in the same room, by the way?
No.
You guys went to the thing.
Okay. Okay, you're still alone. Okay.
Are you think it's connected to the scarification of the monks, like the roots to it? Do you think John would have the same attraction to this thing?
He says, I'm not sure. She says, there is a lot here that I am unfamiliar with. She says, for one, I am familiar with preparing some of these ingredients. Hobart himself composes whatever else is used of the Desmata vine. I happen to help him with. He does require powdered electrum quite often. I'm unsure exactly how these processes go, or what the difference would be between what he's doing and what has been done to these men. It is still very unclear, as I have not had the body of one of his disciples to examine.
Why is it so secret? We're all part of the same faction. Why not share that information with you? He asks you for certain ingredients, but he won't share the entire thing. I don't understand.
She says, well, Hobart has saved the life of my sister before. She says, so I trust him very well. But I would be lying if I said that this doesn't strongly concern me. He says, there's something about this that does not feel right.
Yeah, I'm getting the same feeling. He's hiding something. I think he knows more about these guys that he's leading on.
She says, all I hope is that his intentions are good. She says, I fear alienating him by prying further into his affairs.
I don't mind. And then I just go, thanks. And then I walk off. I'm going to go look for Hobart.
Aaliyah says, before you take off, just see me if you need any more equipment before your travel. Okay?
I definitely will. Thank you.
Okay. She says, thank you for surviving. Don't make me look like a bad trainer out there.
Wouldn't dream of it. And then I walk away.
He's in fucking agent mode. I like it.
Yeah. I got
so-
investigation skills. I've been trying to use them. I want to go on like a detective like type spree here.
Yeah. I'll say for the amount of time that Daigle ranted with the old man in that other room and the amount of time that you've talked to Aaliyah, it's maybe about the same amount of time. So you're coming up the stairs from the dungeon as they're exiting Huntoon's office, and you guys see each other in the main hall.
Hey, Edgar, go sign your paperwork real quick.
No,
Something tells
he
me
already
it's already
did.
been-
No, Yeah, no, I tell you, it's already been done. You're fast. Your handwriting is pretty quick. You did it in your sleep.
You guys step out into the hallway, meet each other in the hallway.
Meat.
You can probably see that John. Well, I don't know, John. Are you trying to hide it, or do you look like you just heard some heavy shit?
I'm trying to hide it.
Okay.
John, where's Hobart?
I don't know where he went. He just left.
All right, well, I'm just gonna take off in silence to go look for him. So whatever's going on without me there.
Okay. You leave your friends standing in the hallway as you head towards somewhere. I don't know which way you would be heading to look for him.
Yeah, actually, I have no idea either.
If he told me, I'm not trying to send you in a wrong direction. I generally don't remember. I'm probably not going to remember this.
No,
spot
you're
very much.
you're fine. I was just asking you. I didn't know if you're gonna spill any information to us.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
He
gonna
just
go
told you he was
because-
going to get drunk.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna go to the lunch the dining hall because it's about that time, as you were saying with the one guy saying that. I feel because we spent several months here training, we know what time it is for meals, so I'm heading there to see what I can gather up.
Okay. So we will the rest of you tell me what you're doing. Wilton, Daigle, and John.
I'm getting food.
Oh shit.
Oh, so you're on there
I
too.
guess.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna practice my skills. Just gonna throw some knives at some rolls.
Is this for like like what we're doing for the end of the episode?
Currently?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good.
I'm just training.
I wanna train my birds. I forgot the guy who trained me. I forgot his name,
Birdman.
but I was gonna. Yeah,
Cartwright.
Cartwright. That's his name. Yeah,
Cartwright.
I was gonna go to Cartwright and see if he could teach me to wield these two birds a little better.
Okay, so you you head to the squad tower to see if you can find Cartwright, or maybe you head up to the to the aviary where all the other birds are kept, and looking for Cartwright. And Edgar heads into the dining hall to see if he can find Hobart, while Daigle and Daigle goes off to train. Were you training too, John, or what were you doing?
No, I was going to eat.
Okay. Yeah, so Edgar and John head into the dining room as Daigle goes out to the courtyard to train. And that's where we will end this session today.